Yo, what's up, creepers? How the heck are you guys? Hey, I gotta be kind of quiet. I'm on the outskirts of Washington Park right now, and I found these cool old steps. But guess where they're gonna lead us to? A haunted train. That's right. I'm in Washington Park today, you guys. I'm excited. It's gorgeous out. Fall's rearing its head. You can see there's a bunch of leaves on the ground. You can actually hear them on my feet when I walk. You can hear them crunch, which I always love. That means Halloween, pumpkins, corn mazes, you know, the works. I love fall time, but I want to enjoy the last couple days of summer, and I wanted to take you guys to these really cool abandoned train tracks. That's right. They're known to be haunted too. I've heard stories from kids coming up in high school to party, to people actually being on the train and having it move with no conductor. So they've closed the train for maintenance, and it hasn't been open for like the last 5-6 years, maybe even longer. But they're trying to get the funding back for the train. So I want to take you guys up here and show you the remnants of these cool old tracks. And we're gonna kind of sneak our way in. I didn't see any signs that said keep out or no trespassing, so I'm pretty sure it's legit. But let's go up here into Washington Park and check out some more. So, oh, look at this squirrel right from the bat, you guys. Hey, buddy. You want to be on the vlog? We're just coming up to check out the train. Do you mind? I think he's the guardian. Can we pass, bud? Is it cool? Okay, cool. I think he's gonna show us the way. Awesome. So if you guys can see, it's absolutely gorgeous up here. And if you guys can see behind me, I just walked up these steps right up from where I took you guys to the rose test garden. This is just right next to that, but these are the path, if you will, to the old abandoned zoo train. Now, I could be wrong, and I hope I'm not, but at one point, I believe the train was used in not only a holiday lighting thing where they would decorate the train ride with Christmas lights and such, but I believe they did a haunted one as well, like a Halloween themed train ride. And if they didn't, the city of Portland needs to get on that. So as we creep, if you will, around the corner here through this cool tunnel, I don't see any remnants of tracks, so I don't think the train actually came through here. But if you guys see, there is the actual old station where the train would park and slowly maneuver its way into the Oregon Zoo. So we're gonna go up here just a little bit and check this out. I'm gonna climb up this steep embankment here, and hopefully it's not too wobbly, but I wanna show you guys the remnants of these cool old tracks, which I thought was just super cool. So yeah, let's check these out. If you guys can see, they've definitely had some wear and tear on them. They look to be in pretty decent shape, but I was told that maybe the city of Portland wasn't able to maintain the funding on these. So at one point they actually had to shut these down, which was really unfortunate, because look literally how incredibly beautiful it is up here, you guys. I mean, so awesome. And we're basically like on the outskirts of Portland right now. Even up in Washington Park, this is kind of off the beaten path. So I wanted to get up here and show these to you guys. Not only that, but hopefully that maybe the city of Portland can get these back open if we get enough people involved. I believe there is a gentleman right now pushing for the opening of these again at some point. So I will definitely leave the description to all that in the comments, and any information as to links to their site. If you live in Oregon or in Portland and you would like to see these cool old trains open back up, I mean, how beautiful it is up here, and how cool this would be not only for Washington Park but the city of Portland in general. to come up here and visit and ride the train. Now I know at one point it was an actual train, not full size. It was like a mini, maybe 12, 15 person train. But it was big and it had a little steam engine, and I mean it could really get up and go. And I know that these tracks run a long ways, because if we continue to follow these tracks will actually lead to not only the Oregon Zoo, but the very first zoo that was built here in Portland and was actually shut down due to the fact that they could not maintain the facility for as many animals that they acquired. So they actually opened up another facility about half-mile down. But look at how gorgeous this is up here, you guys. And with the sun coming through, I mean, it's just absolutely awesome. And I just love how quiet it is and peaceful back here. Now, if you guys can see, this looks like it's one of the switches. They could actually make, I believe, this part on the right, and I could be totally wrong, but I believe that moves a certain direction, and then the train's able to navigate which path it would want to switch to. As you can see, the lines meet and then go into one. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna go check out this old like switcher. It's pretty cool. And then we're gonna walk back over to the other side of the tracks. And I'm not gonna take up too much of your time, but I really appreciate you guys watching today. Now, I believe the actual train is still parked about a mile down behind me. And I have seen remnants of it, so maybe at some point we can get pictures of that as well, or someday actually come up here when they get this back in action. Because not only do I love old trains and tracks, which totally reminds me of like the late 80s, early 90s, a lot of movies touched on walking on train tracks and had a lot of different trains involved. And trains have come, you know, have been built, so the machinists behind them it's just so impressive. And even with how we've evolved with technology, how trains still play such a huge part of importing and exporting everything. People still use them as modes of transportation. So I think it's really cool, and I'd love to see these back open. So check this out, you guys. It looks like this is the end of the line coming back up into the station. And I'm not sure if these tracks actually ended here, or if it's just it hasn't been maintained for so long that the ivy actually grew over them. But it looks as though the train actually came through here, but this is so overgrown now and not being maintained that it basically is slowly being dilapidated by these bushes and stuff. Let's check it out if they actually come out. Yeah, see? The tracks actually come out on the other side. So that's interesting. So at one point the track continued on through here, would turn through the corner there, and then continue on to the zoo. That's so cool. And you guys can hear the leaves crunching. Definitely fall. And here is the actual station that they would have parked the train, coming up here to actually take the train. And you would basically everybody would line up along here and wait for the conductor to toot the bell or the horn, the whistle, if you will, and everybody would board. There's like a little waiting area, and it's even got the old school look to it, which I thought was really cool. But yeah, I wanted to definitely take you guys up here to Washington Park and show you how gorgeous it is. Right over here behind me is where I said the Rose Garden is. So if you guys haven't seen that video, go back and check those out. Go back and check out some other videos. I would really appreciate it. But one more time from Washington Park. This tour, I wanted to show you guys these cool old train tracks that hopefully someday Portland can get their act together and get these bad boys back open so that we can come up here and take a tour. And maybe they can do something, like I said, like a Halloween themed scare ride or something like that. But until now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. The train is closed. The train line from Washington Park to the Oregon Zoo is closed until further notice. And with that being said, I love you guys. Creeper out for now. Peace.